Yo, what's up guys? So in this video, I am going to tell you how to deal with unsupportive, let's call them, I guess, enablers, not necessarily haters, because haters are more like direct in their, putting you down, whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, because it's not so easy, right? You're trying to start the snake diet, you're trying to start some new idea, maybe a new business or something, and you've got these people who are like kind of sabotaging you indirectly, right? In a way that it's easy for them to say, oh, what are you talking about? I'm just enjoying my, gotta stop cursing. My cake or whatever. All right, so anyway, if you wanna see that, don't go anywhere. Okay, so before we get started, if you guys are interested in videos like this, click subscribe. I talk about health, fitness, stuff that's like a little bit non-mainstream, like nootropics, the snake diet, fasting. So if you want something that's a little bit different, a little bit out there, subscribe. Okay, I also have another YouTube channel where I talk about digital marketing, how to make money online, so that if you want to come listen to chicken noises with me in Thailand in my empty Muay Thai gym, then you can make some money online and do that, doing the same things that I do. All right, so that channel is in the description as well. Go subscribe to that. Now, how do we deal with unsupportive enablers in our lives that that don't help us? They secretly sabotage us, right? Like I saw a post in the Snake Diet Motivation Facebook group. There's this girl, she's young, cute, like looks good for somebody who like doesn't work out, and she's like, hey, yeah, like I'm starting the snake diet, I want to lose weight, blah, 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 and I'm, my boyfriend's not supportive, he's sitting here like next to me eating something unhealthy. I think she said like he eats for England or Britain or something like that, of like British humor. I don't know, I don't get it. But anyway, the point is that like she probably lives with her boyfriend. She probably like is trying to lose weight. She's like got all these habits she wants to integrate into her life. And her boyfriend, I'm just like stereotyping here, is probably some like guy likes to spend a couple nights a week at the pub, throwing back a couple pints, probably eats, I don't know, bangers and mash, like whatever British people eat, I don't really know. But the point is that he's probably not like a super healthy dude. Maybe like used to be athletic, now just like drinks beer. I really don't know, like I haven't actually seen a picture of the guy, but it's what I'm imagining in my head, okay? And I'm sure that's probably similar to like what a lot of people out there have in their lives, right? They like get bit by the bug where they're like, oh, I want to like be fit, or oh, I want to make money, or oh, I want to start a business. And then they bring this new enthusiasm to their peer group or to the people in their lives. And the initial reaction of most people most of the time is to like think like, like how can I poke holes in this person's idea, right? Everybody does it, okay? It's not like there's this like group of people, although some people will do it more than others, right? Some people, they have a very like narrow worldview, and they don't want to introduce anything into it that will like, divert them from their very specific track of misery in their lives, because that's what's comfortable and that's what they know. So, it is what it is, right? And if you have people, like chances are you do have people like that in your life, unless you're like one of these ascended beings who only surrounds yourself with like positive people who motivate you, and like whatever new idea you come up with and tell them about, they say, yeah, that's great, you should totally go do it. And speaking from my personal experience, I try to do that, right? Because I'm conscious of that. Even if I think the idea is stupid, I mean, most of the time I go, somebody comes to me with an idea, I'll say, yeah, that's great, totally go do it, And what's actually funny is that when you have that attitude with people, when you say, yeah, that's great, man, like your new business idea for a website that only sells spoons, like it's amazing, like totally go do it for sure, like you got my full support. They don't do anything with it, right? They're like, well, yeah, but like, there's already websites that sell spoons, and like, what if they can just buy the spoon cheaper on Alibaba, or like, I don't actually like spoons anyway, maybe forks is the way to go, whatever, right? So besides the point, okay, let's say you have somebody in your life, you want to start the snake diet, you want to start eating healthy, you want to start getting in shape, and they're constantly sabotaging you, right? How do you deal with that? I made another video about this, but there's essentially maybe 3 or 4 things that you can do. The first one, obviously, come out and tell them directly. You say, hey, listen, like, this is really important to me. I really want to do it. I understand maybe you're not ready for this. You don't necessarily see it as a problem in your life that you want to change, but like for me, it's very important. And I would appreciate your support, right? In terms of like, maybe don't eat that unhealthy food around me, or you can eat the unhealthy food, but don't like, you know, talk about how delicious it is, and don't offer me any, you know, just don't tempt me, right? And you can kind of gauge their reaction and see how they'll respond to that, right? If they respond like, okay, you know what, you're right, that's fine, no problem, which is what most normal people will actually do, then I would say, you know, this is probably a healthy relationship or friendship or whatever. And in general, like most of the time when you shed light on a, let's call it a social violation, right? When somebody does something that's like they shouldn't do, like sabotaging you, call it a social violation, they'll like correct themselves immediately, right? So the truth is always right. The truth always wins. So do that first, right? Let's say that they still, let's say they're like more aggressive in their like sabotage, right? At that point, you kind of just have to tell them like, it's either you or this new habit, right? It's not easy, but like chances are if this person is sabotaging you in this way, they're probably sabotaging you in other ways as well. So maybe it's time to consider ending the relationship with them, or taking a break, or doing something like distancing yourself from them so that you can ultimately work on what's best for you, right? Because and okay, maybe it sounds selfish, but if you are, you know, if you're the best person that you can be, you can do a lot more good for the world than like just, you know, conforming to somebody else's perfect version of you, which is really just enabling them to continue with their bad habits, if that makes sense, right? So as long as what you're doing is healthy, like you're bettering yourself, you're gonna have that more confident feeling just in life in general. I think it's good. But like taking this girl, for example, like should she like dump her boyfriend immediately and like go move to Thailand and like eat mangoes all day, every day? Probably, you know, no, I'm gonna say no. Because I don't know the guy. Maybe he's like, most people are just doing the best with what they have, and it's entirely likely that like he's got his own stuff that he's dealing with, and he just is, you know, it's like popped up out of nowhere. All of a sudden, like his girlfriend like wants to get fit and in shape, and like maybe he's worried about like some other guy coming and swooping her up, and like he's got some job that he works at 10 hours a day, and he wants to come home and like watch his footy or football or what do they call it over there, and you know, have a couple beers with his friends. He doesn't want to like starve himself for 3 days a week when he's already got a girlfriend, you know? So that's kind of the mentality that you now need to have towards these people, right? They're not your adversary. They're just trying to do the best with what they have. But still, you need to make it clear to them that this is some new habit that you want to start doing. And if they're not going to help you, then, you know, like how are you going to make it work? Like you're going to like force yourself to like work through all the extra difficulties that they're providing for you. Like why would you do that? I'm not saying it's not possible. And you could say like, oh, it's good training for like someday when you participate in the like starting new habit Olympics. All right, anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. So if you like the video, subscribe. If you have any questions about my like rambling rant about sabotaging your family and friends, sabotaging you, leave a question in the comment section. Go subscribe to my digital marketing channel so you can learn how to make money online. And that's it. Peace.